illegal for corporations like Walmart to cut employee hours to maximize profit. Everyone in my store is down, and we are already short-staffed, and we are 2 weeks out from inventory, and we are not prepared. And they took 6 hours from me this week, 6 hours from me next week, and already last year they took my second job code to go do something else in the store, so I'm already doing the job of 2 people in 40 hours by myself. Like, I'm not gonna meet these expectations, and it's gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna be so far behind and so stressed out. So far behind and so stressed out. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this.
Walmart workers are furious right now as we speak, as the company decided to chop hours across the board in many different sectors of the company. And there's many different reasons, guys. If y'all don't know, right now we are heading into the back to school season. So a lot of the companies are upscaling their workforce and trying to get more seasonal workers. So they have to chop hours to bring in more people. And then when the hours pick back up during the peak time of back to school season, then of course, 100% the hours will pick back up. But these are people's livelihoods. And this happens pretty much every single year. It's just unfortunate. And in the midst of Walmart making all these massive changes, they also just decided to make a massive cut, according to the Wall Street Journal, on a lot of their prices of thousands of items, including beef and cola. So they just announced that they're dropping the prices of a lot of things, which is a great thing. Walmart is cutting the price on thousands of items to help customers with affordability after years of inflation. And the largest U.S. grocer said on Monday it is lowering the price of ground beef by 12%. That is a massive drop on ground beef, right? I mean, of course, we know ground beef has gone up a lot. I think ground beef has nearly doubled at this point, right, for prices. But at the same time, 12% is a big jump, right? The price of cherries is being halved, right? The 24-pack of Coca-Cola is falling by a third to still $10. I don't understand that, but $10 for a pack of Coca-Cola, I guess, right? The company also said it's cutting price on household products, toys, apparel, and other products, and it drew praise from President Trump, who held it in on a social media post, and he called it a huge deal. Now, we don't know why they necessarily cut the price or how they were able to find the money some kind of way to make up for this cost, but at the same time, huge move from Walmart. Maybe that is why they're starting to cut hours, because they got to get this money from somewhere overall, but at the same time, this helps with affordability, and I guess it can be a good thing. I guess. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below.
If you're a coach or a team lead at Walmart who makes the schedule for your associates, can y'all please drop in the comments below why everybody hours are getting cut? Like, I'm full-time, and I'm not getting 40 hours no more. Y'all see 35 hours up there? Then it went up to 34. Like, can y'all explain why the hours are getting cut? Is this something we're not knowing? Why?
Yeah, I think it's getting cut right now. Like I said earlier, I mean, his schedule right here is between the 27th to 3rd. They're just hiring right now. They're hiring to pick up because y'all know back to school season is super heavy. So that's what it is in my perspective. If y'all don't know, I spent almost a decade at Target, and that's basically what Target did. They you have to use the hours that you already had to onboard new workers. The system sucks, by the way, right? It's not a good system, but ultimately it's just something that we had to do.
The thing they don't tell you about working in retail is my manager hired a bunch of new people, and I'm in charge of the new people. And literally, an average person on my shift works 4 hours for the whole week. He hired a bunch of people, promising them hours, and they're only going to get 4 hours for the whole week. Some of the cashiers. Let that sink in.
Wow.
In this economy, coming to work 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours a week.
4 hours in a week is nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know. Can you fill up your tank on 4 hours at this point, right? Like, I don't know. Insane. But here's another perspective. Listen, overall, Walmart workers right now are not super happy as we speak. I'm not saying every single store is dealing with this, but a lot of them are saying this exact same thing across the internet.
Bruh, I honestly, anytime anybody says their job is hard, and maybe this is just me being like cocky or something, I'm just like, you did not work overnight at Walmart in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm serious. I've heard of other people talk about it too, and they just goofed off. At mine, dude, it was like jail. Like, seriously, anytime I had like the slightest inconvenience, or I came in early so I could leave 10 minutes early, like anything like that, like literally one time I left 10 minutes early, because you come in 10 minutes early, you can leave 10 minutes early, and I'm called over and called, "Stank, go back to your aisle." Like, it is like a straight up prison.
What?
And I know, like, I have a cousin who works at Toyota.
Jeez.
And, you know, it's similar. So, but you're getting paid substantially more. Bro, you're at Walmart working overnight for $16.50. Walmart is a awful place to work. The amount of people they have working there there is so many jobs that you can get where you can work like 10 times less. Not to mention that, like, literally, I would compare it to being almost like a slave. Like, you're nonstop. Like, they pull up 5 pallets. They're like, yeah, I need this done in 5 hours. And I'm not even joking. And I'm talking, like, I'm 6 foot. Some people say I'm like taller than that. I don't really think so. Maybe in shoes is 6'2". Well, actually, I was wearing shoes. These pallets are almost 7 feet tall sometimes. And, like, it could range from anything. And they expect you, without a phone sometimes, too, because sometimes my phone would die, to put like 500 things in 5 hours. And they're like, and if you don't, they're just like, I'm gonna need you to be faster. And they subtly threaten you, and they're completely passive aggressive and mean the whole entire time. And you're like an 18-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid. They're already abusing you as an overnight worker. Like, they're paying you $16.50 to work overnight, bro. Oh, not to mention, I worked in produce before that. They cut my hours for seasonal, and then, not to like say this was the reason, but I do think it was the reason. We had a very nice, I'll give it, very nice Mexican lady. And all of a sudden, I get cut, my friend gets cut from produce, and we're told they're cutting for seasonal. And then there's 6 Mexican employees that are there, replacing us. And they're bad. Literally, one of them, their sister, would just come in and do a quick check before, which basically would falsify that she actually did work at the end of the shift. And she never did anything. And she replaced all of my hours. She literally would just sit in the bathroom or in the back room the whole entire shift.
Oh, wow.
Dude, Walmart was terrible. I remember how I quit is the guy came up to me, and I was trying to get a job before quitting. I was at USPS. Well, I was trying to get on to USPS. I didn't get on until 2 months later, which I was cutting it close. The only reason why I worked overnight is because I'm paying for my college, and I almost didn't have enough. And so I had to work overnight. I had to. Like, literally, I had no other choice. I didn't want to have to pull out a student loan. I haven't pulled out a student loan yet. I paid $5,800 out of pocket. And the dude comes over there and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stock today. And this is my only time. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. And he's like, stop joking. No, I'm not. I quit. That was my sassy moment.
Yeah, 100%. Doesn't mean that is every single store that's dealing with this, right? Some stores are actually pretty good, but overall, when you talk about the experience of working at Walmart, it depends on the place, right? Depends on the management, depends on the workers, because I've seen some bad situations across the board. So it depends. And when you talk about the things that Walmart is doing right now, it's every single company. It's not just Walmart. A lot of companies are gearing up for seasonal time, right? Where today is July 8th. So you talk about going back to school within a month, a lot of shoppers are getting ready to hit these stores. So yes, the hours are going to go back up. And yeah, once the payroll hits, you're going to have a lot of people working 40 hours again. You're going to have people working overtime again. But unfortunately, that's not sustainable for a lot of people's lives, especially in today's economy. And that's the unfortunate part when we talk about these retail companies, because ultimately it's just the plan that they have. And I've always said it's poor planning, but at the same time, hey, maybe there's something at the executive level or the CEO level that maybe they know something that I don't know, right? But I know this was the most frustrated time of the year. This right here, as well as the holiday season, right? Y'all know the Christmas time, whatever the case is. Anyways, I can rant about this all day. Walmart workers are furious. Shout out to all the creators. Links to the original videos will be in the description down below. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section as well.